United States Marine Corps. This is the recovery protocol. Rise, protect, defend. Okay, rise, protect, defend. This is rule number 8. Okay, rule number 8. Move every day. Move every day. Every single day, stay moving. Do some push-ups. Do some squats, some lunges, some zimmers, some leg exercises, some crunches, some sit-ups, some abs. Put your feet under the couch. Put your feet under something, the dresser or something. Sit-ups, go to the gym. They got workout machines. Obviously, hit the gym every day, every single day, right? Even if you don't go to the gym, walk around the block. If you're tired, if you're bored, just a little bit of time, 15 minutes in the sun, it increases the vitamin D, right? You're getting vitamin D from the sun. Good for energy, lowers depression, right? It's good for overall health. And that's going to benefit your cardiovascular system, right? It's going to lower cholesterol and triglycerides just from getting 15 minutes of exercise. So there's scientific evidence that shows that there's going to be some benefit, even if it's not extreme. Obviously, 30 minutes to an hour every single day is better, right? You want to walk a couple miles every day, 1 to 2 miles a day. If you can do that, that's going to be best for your overall long-term longevity, right? Long-term health, right? For decades, for the rest of your life. You're going to be a lot fit, a lot healthier. Your heart's going to be strong as you age. Move every day. I do push-ups every day. I got dumbbells, free weights. So I'll do curls and I take a weight, I'll put it over my head and work out my fucking triceps back here, right? And so you go to the gym, you get some free weights. I don't do nothing crazy like I used to. I used to fucking do so much like incline, bench press, try to get big. Now it's just about maintenance, right? I take my creatine monohydrate, pure creatine monohydrate, right? So that gives me energy when I'm tired. It helps me build muscle and repair muscle faster, right, as I age. And I just take a moderate, tiny dose. I take half the dose, so at 2,500 milligrams a day. I don't take the full 5,000 milligrams. And even though it's not harmful for my kidneys, I just don't want to overdo it. I'm 40 years old. I still got to just work on maintenance, right? Not trying to get huge or ripped or jacked or put too much stress on my heart. Just trying to take it easy, right? I'm not sprinting. I'm not jogging. I'm just going 3-4 miles per hour at the gym on some incline, right? Getting a sweat in, going to the sauna, getting my heart in shape, getting some blood flow. It's about blood flow, right? Working that shit out of your bloodstream, working out toxins, sweating out toxins, and out of your system and out of your body and out of your bloodstream, right? And then it helps you speed up your metabolism, so you're gonna make better bowel movements, right? It's gonna speed up your metabolism to where you're gonna make a bowel movement. So it's healthy in that way too. It's healthy for your gut, for your gastrointestinal tract, right? Your GI tract, and it's good for your intestines. It's good for your stomach, right? It's good for your overall health. Take your probiotics, prebiotics, good for your health. Take your fiber or psyllium husk. That's good for your gut and your digestive tract, okay? And, just do these things, right? And once you start building these habits, if you're ever a drug addict, right, you have to replace all your old habits with positive habits, positive, beneficial habits, right? Okay, I used to do drugs. I used to drink. Now I need another habit to replace this hand-to-mouth, habit. Instead of doing drugs and alcohol and pills and junk food and shit, I got to put healthy food. Now on this side, I got to do healthy food, vitamins, electrolyte water, herbal tea, a little bit of coffee, right? And contributing to the community, right? Once you feel that you're a member of the society and you feel that you're a positive, beneficial member of society, now you're contributing to the community. Now, not only are you taking care of yourself, but for me, like I'll tip baristas, I'll tip waiters. I go to restaurants and I tip 20% minimum, okay? So that's how I help other people because they're working all day. They're on their feet all day, serving, waiting, doing this stuff. It's not easy, right? Try it. It's not easy. And they're trying to go to college at the same time. It's tough. It's hard to pay the bills. They need clients that are understanding and that are willing to help, even if it's just $1 or $2, right? $1 or $2 if you can, $5, $10 if you're rich. I'm not rich, so $1 or $2 is the max I could do. That's like over 20%, 25% because I get a $4 cup of tea. $1 is 25% right there. So, it's like, well, every day it adds up. So every day that's $30 a month, right? So they're getting 100 customers, times, 30, that's $3,000 a month. But they divide it amongst all the baristas or all the waiters, right? It's in a pool. So it gets divided. So hopefully they get a couple hundred or maybe 1,000 customers a month, right? And they're making a lot more. So that would be like, at 1,000 customers at, $1 a day, that's probably like $30,000 a month, right? That they divide. And if there's 20, 30 of them, they're only getting like so much per employee. So, the math is there, it works. They have to have good customers that are understanding. Be a part of the community, right? Contribute, right? Be that positive member to where you're making a difference. Now you feel good about yourself, you're healthy, you're taking vitamins, you've replaced all these negative habits with good habits, right? All these negative habits with good habits. Now you're part of the community, you're benefiting others, you're helping others. Now you feel like you're participating in your community. You're a part of your community. You've networked, and now you're a positive, beneficial member of society. Okay, so that's something to be proud of. You might not be donating millions of dollars to feed the homeless and the orphanages and the battered women's and children's centers. Hopefully leave that up to me. If I could do that, maybe I'll do that one day. Leave it up to the millionaires, right? Leave it up to maybe the government one day. They'll use taxpayer dollars to help people in need, right? But I guess they're kind of making, don't have the best judgment right now, but maybe in the future they'll make better decisions, okay? But this video is about moving every day, right? Stay active, walk around the block, go to the gym, right? Get fit. I do push-ups, I'll do 50 a set, right? Maybe a couple sets, a few sets a day, 50 at a time. Get your heart, pumping a little bit. Do not overdo it on caffeine. 1 or 2 cups a day. That's what I maxed it out at. And I make a diluted version. I don't make a strong, potent version, because once you get high blood pressure, you start working out, your heart's gonna beat too fast and you could have a heart attack, right? So limit your caffeine. The military, people die in training because they drink too much caffeine. They go on a hike and the heart gives out, cardiac arrest. So if you drink too much caffeine and you stress yourself out and you're running or you're exercising, you can have a heart attack and die. Okay, so if you're young and fit, okay, you might get away with it. As you age, your body's not going to be able to handle it as well as it could when you were younger, okay? I've noticed that, and you just take care of yourself. Be aware of that, and be cognizant of that, okay? Be aware of that. Know how your body feels, right? Understand it. Take your blood pressure. Take a blood pressure machine and see where your systolic and diastolic is at, because a lot of people don't know they have high blood pressure. They don't go to the doctors. They don't test it. You can buy it from like maybe 30, 40 bucks, maybe $20 on Amazon. Get a cuff, a blood pressure cuff, and check your systolic and diastolic. It should be 120 over 80, resting, right? 120 over 80. If it's much higher than that, then you have high blood pressure. You need to monitor that. Probably get on medicine, right? You can get a pulsometer that checks your oxygen. You put it on your finger and it checks your pulse. Or get a Fitbit watch. Get a Fitbit watch or an Apple Watch or something, a little maybe $20 watch at Walmart that checks your pulse. And see, is my pulse high? It should be about 80 when you're resting, 80 to 100, but 100 is on the high side. It should be 80 or maybe even 75 when you're just chilling, just sitting there, just resting. If it's higher, you might have high blood pressure. Check that shit out. If you're just walking and jogging and it's at 150 or something crazy like that, you know that you might have high blood pressure. You need to monitor, see a doctor, see a cardiologist. So move every day, keep your heart in shape, have a strong heart, but monitor your health, because heart disease, high blood pressure is one of the leading causes of death in America, right? In the United States. Over 800,000 people die every year from heart disease alone. And they call heart attacks the silent killer. The silent killer, because people don't know they have high blood pressure. You don't even feel it. You feel fine. You feel great. And you drink coffee and you feel, like maybe euphoric or whatever. You're like, I don't have high blood pressure. I feel fine. But then you get a stroke, you get heart attack. Now half your body's paralyzed and shit. So I know I went off, just be careful and, monitor your health and just take care of yourself, right? Get smart, get educated. Be like a doctor. Be your own doctor. Do your own research. Look everything up. Get some medical books. Learn, I learned anatomy, read my own books, purchased my own books online, started studying medical stuff, vitamins, orthomolecular medicine. You can look into that. Orthomolecular medicine, that's using nutrients at the molecular level, the cellular level to benefit you, right? To bring you from a level of if you were below the threshold, right? If you were if you had a below threshold vitamin D level, right? You're below the line, right? Well, orthomolecular medicine is bringing you back up, stabilizing you, right? If you're deficient, right? That's the word. So if you're deficient in any vitamin or any nutrient, right? It could be omega-3, like children, babies and children, and your whole life till you're a senior citizen, you should be taking omega-3s, right? if a doctor approves it, right? It's good for brain development, helps neurological development, helps memory, cognition, all right? So if you're deficient in any vitamin or any nutrient or food, grains like vegetables or vitamin A, D, E, K, like those are the fat soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K. So you can't take too much of that because it will store in your body. But a lot of vitamins that are water soluble, that you just pee out, you just urinate out, if you take too much, right, it's not harmful, like vitamin C, vitamin B, B12, right? So that though you just pee out if you take too much, right? And it'll give you energy, and it's good for your immune system, right? Some of these things will just bring health to you. Vitamin C, good for your immune system. Vitamin D prevents up to 17 different types of cancers, right? So these are some of the things that will help. Vitamin A, good for your eyes, right? Taurine is good for like neurotransmitters, nervous system health, things like that, right? So ubiquinol, right? CoQ10, you heard of CoQ10. Ubiquinol is a more potent version. Good for your heart, good for mitochondrial health and cellular energy, right? Because your heart's always pumping. Your heart is always beating, right? 24/7, your whole life, right? So you want to take something that's going to give it energy, mitochondrial energy, cellular energy. And that's going to be CoQ10 or ubiquinol, right? And so it uses a mass amount of energy, so much energy that you just want to give it what it needs, right? You're taking drugs, heroin's going to fuck it up. It can mess up a chamber, cause atrial fibrillation, something like that, cause murmurs, one of the chambers to get, decayed or some shit to where, your heart's going to be all messed up. And I've gone through that to where it's been corrected through science and medicine, right? But, a lot of people can experience the worst parts of drug addiction and even alcohol addiction, right? It's going to destroy your health, cirrhosis of the liver and all that shit. But back to deficiencies, right? If you're deficient in any vitamin, you want to get up to par, right? Get up to the line and the level to where you need to be at optimal health, right? Optimal health, right? Optimal cognitive functioning, optimal heart health, optimal liver and kidney health, right? Because as you age, your liver and kidneys start operating at a lower percentage, right? This is because of age, right? So take care of them. You'll be a lot healthier when you get older. You won't have to worry about that, right? Your gut, taking fiber, taking psyllium husk, eating the right foods, eating more greens and vegetables, right? Then that's gonna help, keep you fit and in shape and healthy, keep your gut and intestinal tract, in good condition as you age, right? So there's a lot of things. Protein, you want to take protein, you want to take things of this nature to keep you strong and fit. So before I go off or lose my train of thought, the vitamins you need to take, look them up, look up the ones specific for your conditions. You could get a blood test. Pay for it at a lab, and they can see the deficiencies that you have. And they can prescribe you a certain regimen of vitamins that will bring you up to, a sufficient level, standard level of vitamins that should be in your bloodstream, right? For optimal health. It can be expensive, but if you're a drug addict or you have brain damage or you have low cognitive function for whatever reason, heavy alcohol and drug abuse, then you're going to want to pay for this. It's not where you want to, skip money. It's not where you want to skim money. It's not where you want to try to skimp or whatever, or try to, save money or whatever. So where are you going to want to spend money? For your health, for longevity, for your life. This is your life. This is your body. You get one vessel, right? One body. And you want to take care of it. You made mistakes. Doing drugs, you made mistakes. Drinking, you made mistakes. Destroying your health. Now you want to bring it back, right? You want to bring your life back. You want to get back on track. You want to start a new life. Start on a clean slate, right? So take your vitamins, move every day, stay fit, stay busy. Sitting there, sedentary or idle, is going to put you in poor health condition, right? You're going to get bored. You're going to want to do drugs. Your brain's going to go places where it doesn't need to be, like dark places, dark thoughts and all that. And you might start using it again. People relapse. It happens. But if you stay moving, stay active, stay busy, stay interconnected with relationships, contributing to the community, stay healthy. Whenever you're bored, do some push-ups, work out, walk around the block, take your vitamins, right? Take your protein, get out there, get a sweating, go to the sauna, stay at the gym for a few hours if you really need to unwind your mind, right? And walk and hike and limit your caffeine, right? And just drink herbal tea and electrolytes. You're going to be fine. You're going to be okay, right? Stay in shape, keep moving. Do not stop fucking moving, right? You might have to take a break when you rest or when you need to just chill and get a breather, obviously, of course. But keep moving, right? Stay fit, stay in shape, stay strong, all right? That's the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next episode.